Where's mine?
You want to check my source recording on there?
On the laptop?
Yeah.
Looks like it is.
Looks like it is.
It's counting.
Discounting.
The screen.
Oh, that, yeah.
Man.
It always sucks when it plays out with like the split strategy. I mean, they really did not know where that was going to go.
Flo was on the wrong strategy.
He was.
He
was
the
on the wrong
first
one.
time ever.
And they were like, "Nah, looks like Patricio's on the
On the
looks like
right
they're on the
strategy.
wrong one." But the first they were saying, "No, it's wrong." It's like, yeah, they gambled, they lost, they're gonna need a yellow.
They're gonna need a yellow.
And they got one, and they were saying that it wasn't really enough.
And then it was.
It was. Yeah. They really
Cautions breed cautions.
They really iffy that a little bit. I mean, you almost have to think that it was like this was written with their little like, oh, there's a little bit of rain coming here. Let's
Let's just stop the race.
Like I was thinking a little bit of a conspiracy theorist there.
Glad the race didn't stop because the last half was
Oh man, it could have
amazing.
been bad. Yeah, it could have been bad if it stopped at the wrong time. Yeah, I mean, they commentator cursed the fuck out of Dixon. I think he
Yeah.
finished in like 15th or something.
he was non-factor at the end of it. Even Pelot was really a non-factor. The Chip Ganassi's kind of just fizzled out at the end of it after controlling the first half.
Yep. But yeah, so 498 miles, all that for what?
One lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not
Just
even
the
that.
last-
The whole month of May, you had
Yeah,
an entire
yeah.
fucking month. You go do the Indy GP, you do billions of practice
Yep.
sessions that are 8 hours long. They qualify. What was it all for?
I could tell that's Catherine Legg and
Yeah, what was
right
it
on her
for?
right. What was it all for, right?
I'll be interested to see how she does in the fucking Coke.
Yeah.
She does Coke.
So we got a new winner.
We do.
We do.
I mean, for the Hundo.
For the Hundo.
But he is. This is his second one, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while though.
Yeah.
He's had a couple close calls.
So
but-
MSR only has 2 IndyCar wins,
And they're both
at
at-
Hundo. So they're basically a Hundo team for sure. I mean, they're always there, man. They're like, they're close to being like a top team.
Yeah.
I think that you can't really be a top team right now as a 2-car effort.
You do have to put fourth to third.
Right.
And they were putting fourth to third at the Hundo.
And we
which
were
is the right-
thinking, like, who was our third?
Castroneves.
Oh, Castroneves.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think that so there was a whole thing with IMSA, how they're getting rid of Acura, and how, like, that has implications for IndyCar. So it seems like it's, like, more money's going to be going towards MSR for, like, a Honda team. So, I mean, that's certainly they could just do a 3rd-car effort there anyway.
Depends on the charter. We don't know exact
that's
details of that.
They were part of the original charter, though.
Yeah.
It's not like they were Prema that got fucked up.
So it'd be good for them to have a third, just like ECR.
Yeah.
But damn, for the ECRs,
ECR, they need a 3rd too, but it didn't.
Yeah,
They had a
that
3rd,
is-
it didn't work. I need to
That's-
figure out what happened to Rasmussen there.
and Castroneves too.
I
They
mean,
kind of just-
Castroneves, I feel like just called it. He was like,
He
"Ah,
probably
it's
did.
fine,
He-
it's like, fine."
he gave Rosie a
Yeah.
little tail there.
He
for
was
a little
nowhere
bit.
near Armstrong and fucking Rosie. So
He's
they were
won it
like-
already. You know?
Yeah, he was like, I'm just
There's nothing. There's nothing. He could have maybe won.
no
you know,
point risking my life at this point.
given how it ended up at the end, it was really anyone's game in the top 10.
Happy to see Malukas.
I'm not sure Lucas is happy to see it.
I mean, it was cool to see him like up there that
He,
close.
he was up there most of the time.
He
like,
still has
he-
another win in him though. Before we have to be like, okay, you're a cheater.
Yep.
Fucking
He is a part. He's part of cheating Penske.
Yeah, he still can be a good guy until that happens. And then
He's the kid till that happens. So he grows up and wins a race. But coming in second year in a row.
That was
And
a
second
banger.
like this. Oh, this
This was a banger. I mean, it's kind of always a banger. This one was definitely a banger.
It was a banger. It stopped and started.
Yeah.
Most passes, even if it was just artificial. With Pelot,
Yeah, with the saving strategy. I mean,
Pelot trading with literally everyone.
Mhm.
Even he didn't end up winning, so none of that mattered.
Yep. So who were the big wall hitters? There was we had at the end
So-
of Collette.
Yeah,
Who
with
was the
Colette,
one
that
prior to
was. Well, I think Colette actually did a very good job. We should give props to him.
I think he did a decent job.
He's a rookie. He's a rookie, and
It's his best showing
yeah,
so,
so
far
far.
this season.
But his car just crumpled when it hit the wall.
Yeah.
Before that, I want to say it was Newgarden.
Newgarden, that's who I was saying.
Yeah.
It was a big one.
Right on the restart, just
Yeah,
onto
man,
the
that
rumble
was
and just
crazy. He hit the skirt. hit
good
the
night
rumble.
racetrack.
Good night racetrack.
No,
Good
I
night
hope he's
racetrack.
okay. That was a major one.
Yeah, they haven't interviewed him yet.
No, they just had the lady come out of the medical tent, like, yeah,
Oh,
he's
he
okay.
showed
He was
it.
like icing or something.
He was limping into the ambulance.
He was.
I mean, man,
but he walked.
They should have fucking shoved a mic in his face as they're icing his ankle, man. I would like his
Like they did a
reaction
Malukas
was-
right there at the
that
end when
was-
he
they
tried
had
into
to,
his
man.
arm.
They had to. They had to be like, "What do you have to say for yourself, kid?"
This is definitely the best race for Penske this year.
Yeah, that's
McLaughlin's
fucking crazy, man.
Third double podium,
Ah,
almost win. They were up there for a good bit of it too.
speaking of Penske failures, would have been cool to see Power also pull something out. But
But you
I'm
know,
glad it wasn't his fault.
but it almost it's like not his fault, or it is his fault. And nothing happens.
Yeah.
You just can't.
He can't. I mean, it's Andretti, man. He's just.
It's not just Andretti. It's
26.
that car.
Yeah. He's
Not that the
26.
Andretti's were really ever in it today.
No.
Ericsson got himself up there, but
Kirk
then he was on the.
almost in the fray.
But then they were on the wrong strategy
Yeah.
with the Chip Ganassi's and the Penske's, and they were the third team back in that strategy.
It was never gonna.
So it's just never gonna happen.
But they were close to it, at least. I mean, they didn't quite get it right, but
They were close to it. They were showing pace. They
so it would have been
could
cool.
get through the field.
I mean, he ended pretty early. Power had
He did.
power to 100 laps, so I don't know.
I think it was his yellow, and then rain happened. They're like, no,
Yeah, rain. Like they're like drizzle on turn 4. Like one turn on the
they
track.
don't. They don't have inters. All right, they can't race.
They're just afraid of like these speeds. Like yeah, you're gonna end up dead.
You see how Rossi was racing. I mean, that was a
Yeah.
practice crash, and he had his foot pretty much bolted on to try to
I mean,
race.
it destroyed Patricio's car beyond repair. They had to give the
Yeah,
alternate car.
those were both in backup cars, and that was just a simple race. What could have been if Patricio had his car?
Yeah, maybe that was.
He was citing brake problems there at the end. Whether or not we know that's the case, or
Yeah, I mean, they could
still
have
happened.
pushed him over. Yeah, but like I said, it all came down to that last lap.
It
anyway,
did.
So nothing else really mattered. It was all up to that point.
It was all up to that
was all
point.
for. Even if the conspiracy theorists would be right and a lot of it was augmented, I think it was still a lot of really real racing.
There's a lot of real racing.
It's a good mix of you have to strategize between the
If you
fuel
save
and the
fuel,
tires,
you
and
can't-
gotta make your passes.
Got to make your passes, and everyone was making passes.
They
It wasn't really. It was a pretty slow race for the first half. They were measured in what they were doing.
Collett's hit on the wall was pretty brutal.
It was.
That was tough to see, but it sucked, man. Hauger also, man, like that.
Oh, that drive through.
Yeah, fucking, because he was
He was up
definitely on
there.
track for a top
Yep.
10 finish. I mean, who knows what else?
Speaking
He
of
could've been up there in the
Dale
fray.
Coyne, what was it? Grosjean. He was there for a moment until he faded away. And he had his ridiculous pass that got him a penalty,
Yep.
as Grosjean does. Been nice to see him win because he doesn't
He
do
kinda does
that.
Yeah, he pretty much
just
does.
doesn't- He just doesn't do that. It'd been nice to see Ericsson put forth anything good. It's one race a year.
Yeah, his only one race that he actually does anything
I
in.
think we could talk about Daly.
Yeah, he
his
was
one.
the only real privateer up there, only single.
Yeah,
for a good bit.
Jack Hollywood Harvey really did.
Yeah, it sucks. Hollywood Harvey.
I
Really
think that
nice
was like his qualifying didn't go over well, and then nothing really happened. I don't think they really have a car that could have catapulted them up the field like the Penske's and the Andretti's were doing.
I mean, it looks like they put that team, the Dryer and Rainbow, put a lot of their effort into Daly's car, and that was.
They
clearly
did,
had
yeah.
a really amazing car.
I'm
And
glad to see him race this. Yeah, I think he'll be here for a while, especially maybe with this team if he can't get a full ride.
he is the Connor Daly experiment. Is it ever going to go right? As of yet.
Eventually, it will. But we see he's always up there at a certain point. I mean,
He
last
is.
time he faded at the end. They're always
It's
on
not
a
like that
different
with
strategy.
Patricio as well. He's up there at the end and then.
Yeah,
snatched
but it's
away.
even closer. It's like he's up there until the last bit. We have 5 laps to the end, maybe even 1.
That's when it counts.
That's when it
But he
counts.
still can't pull it out. I mean, so is everyone else. I mean, I think Pelot and Newgarden are the biggest upsets here. Newgarden
They
could
are
have been on track
upsets.
for a win, at least a podium at the rate that he was moving up. But he did what he always does, man. He got cocky.
He got
fucking touched the
cocky.
skirt and went into the wall.
This wasn't. He was looking ahead. He was
Yeah,
looking
man.
to try to get ahead of everyone else. But I don't think it would have mattered because they were all on the wrong strategy anyways. So maybe
That's true, actually. I mean,
maybe he would have been, in the Pillow and
That
Malukas
part of
part. Like they were in the end of the top 6. We didn't think anyone outside of the top 6 had a real shot of winning when the race restarted. So he would have been up with them, and it would have turned out different. Maybe he would have been in Malukas' position, that would have been awful for him.
I mean, it's always if. If my mom had balls, she'd be my dad. But
I think we haven't talked about Armstrong, even though we talked about his teammate.
So he
I think
just
he's
kind of
fifth.
fell at the end there. Yeah, I mean, he was.
So
he had a leading lap, I think.
he had a leading lap.
And
But
then
I
on
think
the
at
restart,
the end
he
of
just
it-
got swallowed, I think. Yeah.
No, at the end of it, I think Rosenquist had the better line. They were running side by side the entire lap.
He was in that
Yeah.
trio for third.
Yes.
So he was just at the end of it.
He was at the end of that trio. He had the worst momentum out of that
Yeah.
trio. He was towards the inside, just
Yeah,
like
dirty
Lucas
air.
was.
He was the worst
And-
position for dirty air, besides first.
Yeah, and then McLaughlin and Award just barely got him. I do want to see the intervals on them. Like, we saw the one with McLaughlin and Award. That's, 1,000? Maybe even more or less.
What do you mean, like, the in between?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to see that, as
Yeah.
they pass. Because I'm sure
Because that was
That is
definitely
absolutely
closer
close.
than, like, even from
the time
first to
doesn't
third.
show how close it was.
Yeah, I would love to see that photo.
He was
finish.
just in the wrong position.
I mean, they thought Patricio was fucking
Yeah.
third for a second
They
there.
did. And the timing table did, at least.
I don't think that McLaughlin sees this as a redemption for his.
It'll feel good. Definitely not right now. Maybe if the season turns out better and he can do anything.
But it's about the Hundo. It's
it
like
is about
the month of May and the Hundo.
But
It's
it's
like
not.
Jones.
He is not about the Hundo. He had his unfortunate mishaps last year. It would have
It's
been
pretty
redemption.
good, man.
It would have been redemption
Just
to the
the
Yellow
mishap.
Submarine. But it wouldn't have
Banana
changed a thing. He still needs to put forth results. And I think at this point he's still the worst Penske.
At this point,
Like they're not gonna
he's-
sack Newgarden. Newgarden's already won this year.
He's looking like he would get his. He would for a second there a couple seasons ago. He was looking like the strongest Penske.
He was, especially
Towards the second half of the season.
the second half of the season and 24. He was looking real good.
Yeah.
Even power was up there as well, but
He
they were
was.
both looking pretty good.
He had a really strong run, and I guess it's just kind of fallen off. I mean,
I don't think he's won since.
the Penske curse was pretty brutal on him,
Yeah, it was pretty brutal last year.
and I mean they're just not like
But you never
good
felt
teammates with each other these days.
But it just never feels like he is the leading Penske. Like when Penske's doing well, he's always playing second fiddle. When
Right.
Penske's doing bad, he's not doing good either.
And I mean, they're trying to claim that he's like, oh, he's taking over the leadership role from Power. It's like fucking like I guess because
I
he's so
think-
senior, but
I think it's closer to Malukas taking over
I
because
think-
Newgarden's never going to do it.
he's his own.
He'll come to the ovals, win a couple a year, and
They've just got a bunch of lone wolves like that, you know. I mean,
it's not a team. It's not like Chip
Yeah.
Ganassi or
yeah, they got a bunch of LeBrons and Kobe's, and it's just not. It's not a really cohesive team.
so we haven't hit on the other McLarens. Not that they did anything.
They didn't do anything.
Lundgaard did not defend
And then
after his
Hunter
win.
Ray had his fucking
Oh, yeah.
prize picks.
Yeah, prize fix.
You're right.
I don't think he was right. He was,
He
one
was
first
not
one
right
into the
there.
wall.
He was
Not a good look.
he was turning left.
He was.
Yeah.
And Siegel, I don't think was ever shown on the broadcast.
He was shown like I think showing someone's wreck in front of him.
Yeah,
And that
he was
it.
never doing anything.
Yeah.
But that's how it always feels. Like on these ovals, is that the only one at McLaren who can get anything out is Pato. And I think that's why they bring in Ryan Hunter-Ray is to give more experience because Siegel's not going to give that. Lundgaard's from the European ladder. He can't give anything. He can drive well, but especially on like the street courses, like in the road courses, that's where he's good. He
Yeah, this
gives
is not his track. But I mean, Patricio seems to like have an affinity for this. Like
Yes, he
many
does.
drivers do, and he does seem to. This track seems to resonate with him in a way.
But I think
So-
that's why they bring in Ryan Hunter-Ray, and it gives
To supplant it a little bit.
supplants it a little bit. He is a winner
He's a
here. It gives them a bit more experience there.
So he's not solo up there, but he ended up being like.
And he's always a solo. And I think that is where McLaren and Award come up short every
Could
year.
have had Larson last year up there.
Right? Ah.
Who wasn't 30 laps in when he did shit.
I think it was closer on the first year of Larson's double. I kind of miss not having Larson
Yeah.
here.
Me too.
having those discussions, but also Larson is a whole other thing.
Yeah, man. I mean, he got so much hate.
He just does.
Because, you know, he was also an asshole, so it's like he breathed it. But it's like, if you're going to dish it,
you gotta do
take it.
you gotta do that.
Right.
Like, you can't be. You have to have some level of assholeness to do this.
Right. And, but like, so like when McLaughlin ate shit, he was like, fucking idiot, what do you
Fucking
think?
idiot.
And then he pretty much did the same
It's-
thing. And then pretty much did the same thing again in the 600. And then he was like, fuck all you guys.
Yeah,
like,
they're not doing it.
It's like, if you're going to, you have to fucking be able to take it if you're going to be an asshole. So, that said, I would love to see him back.
Yeah, I would
That
love
was
to see
always
him
a
back.
pleasure.
I'd love to see, you know, someone do the double. We got Catherine doing it this
Right.
year.
But someone reliable to do the double.
Someone a bit more known, like she's a one-off here, and what's she doing in NASCAR really?
I couldn't tell you.
I think she's racing in it, but it's like nothing, you know.
Yeah, I guess not.
And not like Larson. Larson's doing stuff in NASCAR.
Right.
He's
He's like the poster child driver right now.
I don't know about that.
I think he would be. I mean,
He's one of them.
He's on their
definitely.
rap. I mean, they
But
have a lot.
he's Hendrix's driver.
Right.
Who else haven't we talked about?
We hit a few bangers there. You know, there's. You know, I'm just not
Yeah,
going
VK did nothing this year, unfortunately.
He was
he
also-
was up there. He's in the
he
top
was like-
10.
He was one of the. He was like similar situation with the Andretti drivers. You know, like they were almost in the conversation.
Yeah, he was almost in the conversation. I think if his strategy was the best strategy, he still wouldn't have done anything because there were other people ahead of him. And unlike other years, this 500 really only had 2 strategies. Everyone that was on a different strategy was really bad
Right.
strategies. Like, they were there because something bad happened.
There was a lot of yellows. There were a lot of really weirdly timed ones.
And I think that's why the strategy kept continuing to converge.
Mhm.
Like, we would get strategy branches and then they would all converge again.
Yeah.
So really the only strategy branch we had was at the end.
Like
with
there
the
were
last
probably
yellow.
other branches, and they were pretty much at the bottom. They probably were. They were.
They were at the
there were a lot
bottom.
of cars, pretty much. They just didn't make it.
Schumacher made it to the end.
He did.
Barely.
Happy to see
Hit the
that.
wall. But
He
he
did
made it
touch
to
that wall.
he made it to the end.
Do.
I think he was the
job
last.
there.
I
You know.
Yeah, for this year we want him to, you know, keep the car,
Mhm.
take it home.
He stayed on the
gain
leading line.
experience.
He did stay on the leading line, I think.
That might be because of yellows and everything, but he wasn't far
Still.
off. He wasn't
Yeah.
able. He wasn't able.
He wasn't.
There's a privateer we haven't talked about.
Apple Motorsports.
Yeah.
Pretty much at the bottom.
I wonder if
He's
he'll
still
come back
in it.
next year.
I don't know. I mean, they'd have to get a team. I mean, the team will probably be back.
They have the money for it. That's for sure.
They do.
They're a pretty big sponsor in their feeder series.
They should just have him be a Prema driver
Man, Siegel should go to Prema because
because they.
McLaren doesn't need his money.
Yeah.
And if he can finance the entire McLaren outfit,
He can bankroll all.
he
of
can
Prema.
he can totally bankroll
He can
Prema.
bankroll their fucking
And then
F2 series.
McLaren can get a better driver in there. They can bring back Porsche,
Porsche.
what could have been,
Yeah.
or maybe just the other Prema driver, because I'd prefer to see either one of them in the McLaren. Then
I like Dialot or Schwartzman.
they were both good. We're missing them this year.
Yeah.
It would have been
Last
nice,
year's pole sitter.
and kamikaze into the wall.
Yeah, and Suzuki.
There
It'll happen.
wasn't really any pit stop mayhem.
No, there wasn't. There was just classic brief fuck ups. Nothing. No fire. I mean, you know,
And Rossi.
Rossi
just,
did have his
yeah.
fire, but that was just
Just
wiped
nothing.
away. Yeah. That wasn't serious. It was just kind of a bad
Oh,
fit.
we didn't talk about Ed and
Sato.
Sato.
That was
that'll
great.
be good.
So
good
did
catch.
Sato get a?
I don't think he got anything for that.
Did he get a top 10?
I don't believe so. He was in. I couldn't tell you. He was in that conversation.
Yeah, he
Like
was
those last
towards the end
couple.
there. They were saying like towards the last laps he was in the top 10, but I don't know how it ended. But
There
either
was
way,
way too much happening there.
with the Ed Carpenter, I mean, he didn't get a pencil. I wouldn't do
It doesn't matter if Sato got a top 10. He's looking for the third.
Right. He's looking for his,
Yeah.
his hat trick.
Especially all these, former 500 champions that are just coming back for this one. They don't care if they finish. They want to win.
Like, why are they here?
They're here to win.
Mm. Oh, I was interested to not see that there was no Marco Andretti this year.
There was. That was actually a thing. It's the first time in a long time
The Andretti
without
name was on
Andretti.
it. I mean,
I don't think Andretti had a fourth car either.
it was just 3.
There's just 3.
Mm.
Not that I think they need a fourth car.
No.
Especially, they're not.
But they wanted, they
They're
wanted
not
Marco
local
to
team.
do it.
They, but I don't think Mark. What was Marco doing the previous years?
like
Getting-
fucking
lost
almost
the first
bumped
15
out.
laps.
Like, he almost didn't get in.
Yeah,
Right?
he loses on the when they were doing that.
And they had 33 cars, so he would have been bumped out.
One of them would have been.
Bump Abel out, I guess. Yeah, Sato really did nothing except take Carpenter out of the race.
Like, you, fuck you.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That
I'm
was
glad.
good, man.
I'm glad that for the Fox broadcast
They showed it, man.
because
Man, he was angry,
Absolutely
man. That's an
livid.
angry old man there. I mean, it's cool to see the team owner have his emotions like run that high about it and be in it.
he's a driver.
He's a driver. If he's not a driver, he definitely has the spirit of it and like wants to do it.
He was in the main series for quite a while there.
He was
as
doing,
a
I believe,
second
just
car,
the ovals.
Yeah.
And Rasmussen was doing the tracks.
which is insane because
I know,
Rasmussen,
brilliant.
yeah,
It's like he had no idea
brilliant
he was
on the
in a
oils.
gold mine.
Yeah,
Because he was, and Ed Carpenter was barely eking out the fucking ovals.
but Rasmussen retired mysteriously and was doing nothing before that.
Yeah.
It makes me wonder if he was on the alternate strategy, if he would have been a factor. But I think he could have been
Who,
there.
you talking about Rasmussen?
Yeah.
Well, we don't know what happened to him at the end there, too.
That's true. But it wasn't
Something
anything
took him out.
spectacular.
They didn't.
I think
he
it-
missed it or something.
Yeah. Usually when we don't see it, it's just because they retire for a mechanical reason.
Right.
Or, Cashnevis doesn't want to drive again.
Yeah, he's like, fucking, I'm getting out of the car.
I gave a tail to, the winner here, so that's all that matters.
I'll be interested to see the replay on Ed Carpenter.
They have it. I saw it on Reddit already.
Yeah.
And they posted something.
Yeah,
that's
I watched that a couple times. That was pretty good.
good. It was.
Well, I don't think Rosenqvist is gonna break the curse of Detroit. I think he's or the race after the Indy 500.
Well, Detroit's just such a shithole.
It is, but it's always like the Indy 500 slumber or whatever, where you don't win the next one. That'd be interesting.
I mean,
to see what happens.
maybe, but he's also a father, so. But Pelot was too.
Yeah, he made those passes like he did not have a wife and kids at home.
Going around the high side on the entirety of the last lap. Another last lap shootout. That's always good. I think Armstrong could have gotten it if Schumacher didn't, bump the wall there at the end.
He moved pretty fucking dangerously. Happy to see it. Really happy to see Rosenqvist take it. There's nothing I don't like about that. That definitely brought a tear to my eye to see him get it. That felt fucking good.
Especially after Long Beach this year when he almost got it and Pelot
Yeah,
just Pelot'd it.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to not have Pelot win.
Right. I mean, I have feelings about, MSR.
Yeah.
Like they
But they have good drivers.
have good drivers, and there are a lot worse villains out there.
There is
than them.
Penske.
There's Penske.
We were
Honestly,
eating of a Lucas Whip.
There's fucking Zach Brown.
There is Zach
You
Brown.
know, like he is pretty villainous.
I think the only reason we don't put Zach Brown high up there, especially in IndyCar, is because of Penske's cheating. Like,
Yeah.
Myers Shake's cheating.
He is pretty much the
And
villain.
he's a relatively new villain too.
Uh-huh.
So we need to let the field die down. He's really just a villain to the drivers.
Oh yeah,
Which
he's
is
vicious.
He's vicious, absolutely vicious.
I mean, he is able to really build up pretty serious teams there, and he is impressive. But it does not make him not.
He's just a really good businessman,
yes,
which is unfortunate.
Very shrewd.
I think most businessmen are villains.
Yeah. I mean, most team owners are.
I mean,
And
there's
business
Ed.
alone. Yeah, he's a villain, man. Let's be real.
So what would you say about Chip?
Chip's a total villain, bro. I mean,
I guess you
like
look at his two drivers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Simpson did nothing
Like,
in
I
this
love
race.
the
He
way-
was.
had a moment there.
I
but
think
it was
he
just
was
strategy.
on. He was on the right strategy, except he was like he needed 4 more laps of fuel, and that was too much.
Yeah.
Like even the delta that
There was a
had,
few up there that were like that. Like I think Grosjean was included in
Yeah.
that, and they were looking like they were on the right strategy, but it just wasn't enough. For
And
them.
then they were saying at the end, the whole tire part of it. Like, are you really gonna
Yeah.
beat the Penske's when they had 10-lap newer tires?
Mhm. Let's say you do, then you got Pelot right there too.
Yeah,
on fresh tires.
on
He is
fresh
on the
tires.
freshest tires on the field.
Like we saw the podium. It was 2 Penske's and Rosenqvist, who was at the lead of that strategy. So, I think the only person who won out in that strategy was Rosenqvist. Like Like Armstrong and Award, they were there, but
They were.
clearly only one of them was going to win out, and then the rest would have been swallowed by people on better tires.
And I mean, it was a dash, like we keep saying, for that third place too, which included Armstrong.
Yeah, they included Armstrong. Yeah, it is what it is. I think what we learned here is to always take the high line.
On that
Never
last
play
lap,
it. Never play it safe.
and
And we
did go
saw with
flat out.
Newgarden.
I mean, it was the momentum that got
It was
him,
the momentum that
that
got him
pushed
there.
him past Malukas at the
Yep.
end there.
But even at that point, he beat out Armstrong by a healthy margin.
He did.
Like, so take the high line if it's available to you. But we were seeing Award. Sometimes nothing's available to you. Both the Meyer Saints were running in sequence. He really couldn't get around them.
His focus was definitely on what was ahead of him.
Yeah.
Like Rosenqvist. I mean, a lot of them were like Patricio's focus was definitely I've got low fuel
I've got low fuel.
and I've got not fresh tires and I got people on my fucking ass.
We were looking at
And Rosenqvist was
Patricio
in not
win
much
for
of
a
a better
while.
situation.
Yeah.
He was definitely looking ahead of him. He's like, okay, Malukas is he's on my ass, but I need to stay focused. And Malukas got him. He still went ahead of him. He was racing. in
Do you
front.
think anyone's going to get disqualified after this one? So we got one last year. We got the
It's hard
Andretti.
to say.
And I think one of the Premas.
It's
last
hard to
year.
say. I think it's possible. I mean, there's usually maybe not intentional, but there
Yeah.
are mishaps in the rules and fuck ups. I mean, especially with those fresh teams.
It'd probably been Newgarden
fourth
if
cars.
he finished.
Yeah.
Newgarden if he finished.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, we don't need to open up.
like where do we go on that? We talk about his old car that won and how it had a wrong part on it. In the
And it was
museum.
like literally in the museum.
in the museum.
With
in
the
the
wrong
museum.
part.
Had a fucking rule breaking part. Yeah,
That was
we
the
don't
hun-
need to get into that.
Most changes for the lead.
Did we get that?
We did.
So okay,
We
this
got
is the
it.
most ever. Was it?
I don't
like
know.
70?
I don't know. That
Okay,
they
it'd
just
be
said
cool if it's 69 because it was
it.
68. Right?
It would be cool. No, I think we blew right past it. I think it would have been okay for most of the people to win that were there.
Most of them.
Most of
of them. I mean,
Most of them deserved it.
yeah. I mean, like
Like
any of the
Rosenqvist-
Penske's, I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of them. It's good to see them get out, but any of them, they're at least there and they're feeling it.
Yep.
And like none of them looked like they were running away with it.
No,
And that would have been important.
felt
It would have been
really
different
honest.
if any of them were running from it. It did feel like they were honest. It felt mostly clean.
Yeah.
Most of the passes were kind of clean. The dirtiest thing was Sato. And that was just more like we're pinched and
We're pinched and I'm just not going to give it to
and
you.
I'm not gonna give it. Yeah,
Like,
it's
get
like either
that
back
skill
up,
issue.
like it might be your corner, and he didn't get penalized for it, so it wasn't even that bad.
Yeah, it wasn't a drive-through.
Yeah, if anything, they were more upset about Ed Carpenter's like uncouthness on the broadcast there.
Who do you think got the rookie of the race?
Oh man,
I could want to give it to Howard here, but
I
there's
think
no way.
a drive through. I mean, call it.
I
fucking
want to
team
give it
finish.
to Colette, and then Schumacher? You got anyone else?
Could have been Schumacher. I think
I'm
he had a
sure
really
he
good
finished
showcase.
dead last.
Schumacher
Yeah,
doesn't matter. I think he did a really good showing.
I think all of them did a great showing.
I
They
think,
made it to the end. I think
were
I
so-
said after we lost the first three, like the average age of the drivers we lost at that point
A
was
lot of
really
old
high.
guys. Yeah.
I don't think we ever. The kid we lost was Rasmussen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how did that happen?
No clue.
Yeah, Rossi's up there in age too.
Newgarden.
Yep.
Helio.
has some youth to him. But yeah, Castro Neves is definitely an old fuck.
It would have been nice to see Dixon get his second one.
It would have been, man, but
But
they
it
fucked him, man. They fucked him on the commentators. Like
Yeah,
red
the commentators
they
curse.
had an entire red flag where they were talking about
No,
he's
his
gonna get
wife fucked him.
Oh man, wife did fuck him, dude. She fucked him bad. She was like, "Oh, we're hoping for the win. We're really hoping for it." They had to fucking. She knew it though. I
She
think
knew
she
it.
was like, "I'm gonna keep calm."
The Fox broadcast really did love showing off the wags.
Yeah, they did show a lot of them. I think because a lot of it is very dangerous, and they know that it is like, extremely dangerous.
Especially at this race. They don't really show it at the other races.
It's like their Talladega or their fucking Spa.
This is the spectacle.
Yeah.
The greatest spectacle in motorsport.
They at least
I think
want
there's
it
a
as such.
couple that could definitely be up here.
Yeah, I mean MSR, they're good at those. I mean they have the Rolex.
Yep.
They have the Rolex win, which they
Which they have the Rolexes, which means they have the win.
that's kind of how I see it.
You know,
even though
that's
the-
not how everyone else.
Yeah, even
that's
though
not how the big
Wikipedia
deal.
doesn't say that. Wikipedia says they had it, and then it was snatched away from them because they fucking cheated. But
fucking cheated.
Water under the bridge.
Yep. I don't think this will affect the championship, the IndyCar championship as a whole. This race.
No, I don't think so either.
Kirk, Witt, and Palou had pretty nothing races.
I don't think Rosenqvist is going to be particularly.
It was probably just a hell of a award, to be honest with you.
In the championship, you think?
Yeah.
He did finish up pretty high.
Definitely
Palou
not
wasn't too far behind there.
It helps Palou because they give points for qualifying.
Yeah, I know, but he's not. He's like it does help him ultimately. He wasn't too far behind Patricio. If anything, it just like you said, brings
what's the
Kirk
difference?
down a little lower. That's the only.
Which is
thing that
unfortunate because kind of want Kirkwood up there to keep Palou honest.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
I want Palou to be honest. I don't care who's fighting.
Palou
him.
is honest. He is honest. Like
yes, but it's not as good.
I'm not going to be a
racing.
Palou glazer, but like you have to accept it.
You have to
know?
accept it. Yeah, he is.
Like,
King
he is
racing.
He is king racing, and he does it honestly. That's what sets him apart from like people like Max, is that he does it for fucking real. He's not going to be filthy about it.
Yep.
He gets vaguely cheeky sometimes, but it's more just like out strategizing them.
He does have very long.
He's pretty slippery. That's it.
Yep.
He does have Wanzer. It is I think that he is his own entity. And, like he doesn't need another driver to keep him honest because he just is. It may be like keeps us a little bit on our toes, but fuck, I don't. I'm not particularly fond of Kirkwood. He's not my favorite. But
It's nice to see Zach Brown there.
that's classy. It's
Classy.
very classy. Very.
Glad he didn't skip it.
Yeah,
like he did last year.
so
That was
crass
stupid.
for him to go to fucking Canada over that because it was last year.
I don't know if it was Canada. I think it was a different race.
I think it was. I think it was Canada.
I think it was a race in Europe because we were saying that you could do the triple, do whatever.
I don't think
race.
it was Monaco.
No, what? It was,
Which one?
it was Monaco.
I don't
It
think
was
it was. I
Monaco.
think last year was the
was
first year that
Monaco.
they did it. Last year was the first year that they
No,
did
it was this year.
Okay, so then yeah, he was in Monaco.
Yeah, you definitely.
But
was.
even so, it's like with Monaco, it's like go to the fucking qualifying in Monaco,
because that is the race.
and then yeah,
well,
that's
that's
the race.
we only need to get to F1 of this.
And yeah, okay.
So
go to the qualifying and then go to the Hundo the next day. But he didn't do that, and so this was very classy for him to actually be here.
yes, it's nice to see him. Sport his boy, the one he found off the streets, as he does.
What, Siegel?
Definitely not him or Lundgaard. They've definitely been given the worst car. I wouldn't be surprised if Patricio's backup car was Lundgaard's car.
It's true.
And they just changed the paint job, but conspiracy theories aside.
Conspiracy theories. He does like his boys, man.
He does.
He does like his boys.
Give any final thoughts on this running of the Indy 500?
I think it was banger. It was
Was
banger.
a
It's
banger.
usually a banger.
It was a little bit of a snooze fest in the beginning, not gonna lie.
I think I was feeling attention bang.
It was attention, but it was kind of just they were passing the lead back and forth. It felt like another Palou race. Like we were like, okay, Palou is in the mix.
He
and
was
he's
looking
probably
like he
gonna
was
win.
going to get it. Yes, I was still enjoying. I was enjoying the cleanliness of it for sure.
It was very
I
very
like,
clean
this
for most
is
of it.
Pretty classy, yeah, and I think that
That was really the only old guards that were not classy.
Yeah, with
But
with
even
their
at the
fists
end,
out.
if Armstrong and Malukas were even the littlest bit of not classy, Rosenquist Anthem would have been in the wall, and the other one would have won.
Exactly what it would have collected.
That would have been an award.
Because
No, the
Patricio
award
was
was
in there.
so
He would've been
close.
collected, man.
Yeah, he would have been collected.
He
That,
totally
I
would've
was
collected.
expecting a major pile up on the second last one and the last
There
one.
wasn't, man.
There wasn't.
They kept it together, and I think that at the beginning I enjoyed that.
The only
Happy to see Rosenqvist win. I've been hoping for a win for him for a while,
yes, he's
and this is Christmas Day. for sure.
congratulations, baby Stella too.
Yeah, happy for that. We talk about that, about like in sports and honestly in life, when you have a child and how it fucks with your head. Like we talk about
Changes.
even
You
just like
You can't take the chance.
right, or just like not even just like having a child. It's like you get a girlfriend,
Yeah.
or you get married, and it like fucks with your head.
There's
you know?
another thing you always have to think about. You
right.
know?
And you kind of like you're like I need to fucking protect what's mine.
Yep.
Instead of like going for glory.
Like,
and
I knew he was gonna break his life and kids.
exactly, and he did it.
And he did it.
He literally
Full
we saw
throttle.
We saw him like nearly fucking go into the wall because he did the double pass.
Yep.
And
He was almost going
when
into
he was-
the wall when he
yes.
was chasing
when
O'Ward.
he was that's what I mean. When he was
Yeah.
going around Schumacher,
Oh, there were some dangerous
Yes.
passes he did then.
And I
that's
think
racing.
but he did it with a wife and kid at home.
He did it with
And I
wife
think
and kid
that
at
that
home.
is great to see. It's like really relieving as like a man, like masculine. It's like you can do that and you can still, be the GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He does not have to slow you down. We said this with Max. We were like, Max has a child. Max has Lily. So, and now it hasn't stopped him. And it's great to see with Rosenqvist that he has his best performance in his fucking career. Weeks after having his child, you know? He's held his newborn in his arms.
I was a little worried at in the Indy GP after he spun out after qualifying.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is just it now. He's gonna be cautious now, overly cautious. But he
doesn't look like it. Maybe after the Indy 500 when he
right. So it's good to see that like that cliche is
break
not true.
a little bit.
You know, it's that it does not hold weight. That you can still be who you want to be. It's that I think it's his win is representative of that. It's like what we saw with Max too after Lily, how he had a fucking brilliant performance.
He does.
Like not long after the birth of his daughter. But yeah, no, total banger.
Total banger.